Okay, just got a couple more things that I want to do here to finish up Binzy's post. What we're going to do in this tutorial is show you how to put in a photograph in a post. Okay, now we've put in a photograph already in Binzy's featured image, but the featured image is a specific photograph for the featured image slider. What we're going to put in here is a post to accompany the text in the put in a photograph, sorry, to accompany the text in the post. The photographs that we normally put in our posts are fairly large photographs. They sit above the text, and that's what we're going to do right here. So first we're going to choose with our cursor where we want the photograph to land. We do that before we choose the photograph, so then when we click insert photograph, it'll go exactly where we've already chosen the cursor. So put the cursor above all of the text that you've already got. So you always put the text in before you put in the photograph. Then you again go to the upload and insert buttons here, add an image, okay. Also you can do video, you can do audio, and this is a button that's specifically designed for people to understand that this is where you would click to add photographs from your computer into the media library. Honestly, any of these photographs could do that for you. But let's do that here with add an image, because that's what we're going to do. We're going to add an image from an existing image already in the library. Click that. We're going to get the image editing area again. The screen's going to go like this dark gray plus this white sort of media library editing area. Now, it'll default to where you can select files to upload them from your computer. But what you want to do is actually take something from the media library and put it into your existing post. So let's click the media library. And then you're going to get an array of the photographs that are already available. Now, we did this already before with the featured image, so this should be nothing new. There are a couple of things that are going to be a bit different. Number one, the image that I chose, okay, for the featured slider, okay, was a smaller image, this one here. Now I'm going to choose this larger image because in the photo for the post, that can be either a horizontally oriented photograph or a vertically oriented photograph. In the featured slider, you really want to choose something that's horizontally oriented, landscape orientation. In the post, you can choose anything you like. And here's a really nice picture of Binzy here with his Livestrong t-shirt. And I want to get that Livestrong logo in there, so I'm going to choose that one. I'm going to show it, and you can see there's the Livestrong logo right there. Okay, you don't see it all completely here because this is just thumbnail, but you're going to see once we post it in that it is there. Okay, this alternate text is wrong. We're going to move this alternate text. That should be in the description. Okay, then we'll just cut it out and paste it here. Okay, and alternate text actually should be just like the caption and the title, because this is for people with visual handicaps or other kinds of physical handicaps that need a screen reader for them. So it's good web habits to actually put in the alternate text area. And Livestrong should also be in full caps. Okay. Livestrong Walk, Tokyo 2011. And now, what we're going to do here is, you may have seen this in another tutorial where we pushed use as a featured image, but that's not what we're going to do this time. We're going to insert this into the post. Okay, we're going to insert this full size. Okay, and we're going to put this in centered, insert into the post. So there you go. Just make sure all of those are ready, and then insert into the post. And then this editing area will disappear, and you can see that it's been inserted into the post. You'll also see there's this kind of gray edge to it. That's the caption box, okay? And there's Binzy's name in the caption, okay? Now, there's also one other thing that is a nice feature, I think, of our website. Inside the post is sort of like a block quote that shows the most important quote or a selected excerpt from what that person wrote in their bio or from that news article. So I'm going to show you how to do that. First, let's choose the actual excerpt that we want. I would probably say this one here. I hope to give back and share the same inspiration and empowerment to others affected by cancer. Nice inspiring thing to say. So let's copy that. Okay. And what we'll do is we're going to come up here to this button array. You see these two quote marks? Okay, that's where we can put in a block quote. Okay, now be careful. I should have done this first. You want to put your cursor where you want the block quote to go. So let's put it at the end of the post, plus put in a couple of spaces here. Okay, now that's where the block quote is going to go once we click this. Okay, now from here, okay, You just have to put in the text that you put in, okay, and that'll do it. You can double check this by looking at the HTML. Let's look at the HTML version of this, okay. Scroll down, and you can see, okay, block quote, and then there's the quote that you pasted, and block quote off. Now you don't have to double check this in HTML. Just remember what it is that I just showed you before. You press the block quote button, and then you either type or paste what it is that you want in the block quote, and that's it. Okay. Go back to visual. You can see that it's still there. Okay. Now we can take the same part here and put it in the excerpt. The excerpt will be the same or maybe different text, but this will show up in the actual list of news articles. If you don't put anything in the excerpt, it's not a big deal. It'll just start using the text that's already in the post. But if you put it in the excerpt, then you can choose what it is that appears in the actual news list. So let's put that in. Okay. Hope to give back and share that same inspiration empowerment to others affected by cancer. Okay. And now that that's done, you can see that we've done the featured settings, the excerpt settings. We've done the block quote itself. We've put in the text. We put in a link here. Okay, we put in the photograph. We put in the photograph for the featured image. We check to make sure that we've got categories. We have to check at least news and whatever other appropriate categories that are available for this particular item. And then we push update. Okay. Oh, one more thing. If you were going to put in the Japanese, okay, this is where you'd put it in. Okay, here in the Japanese. And actually, I'm going to show you. This is a good point. This is a judicious time to take all of this information here, copy it all, okay, copy it, and let's put it into the Japanese. See, there's nothing in the Japanese right now. But if you paste that, okay, there it is there. Now, when somebody actually wants to put this in to Japanese, it'll make it much simpler for them because it's already here. All you have to do is just move this over, and it'll work. Okay. Okay, so you have everything already. Now, you just want to populate the Japanese area. Now, the easiest way to do that, the surest way to do that, is to leave the visual editor and go to the HTML editor after you've completely done. The HTML editor shows you a whole bunch of extra codes, but you don't have to worry about understanding those codes. You just have to go to HTML. Okay, you see all of these extra codes. Don't be intimidated. Don't worry about them because all you're going to do is just click somewhere in the post and then select all of this, absolutely all of this, copy it, okay, go to Japanese. Again, you want to be in Japanese into the HTML, okay. Okay, so here we are. Okay, so here we are with the post. We're about to finish it off. And the last thing that we have to do is just populate the Japanese area. Now we've got everything done in English, okay? And up to this point we've been using the visual editor, but the best, easiest way to populate the Japanese, okay, with this English text is to use the HTML editor. Now first a word about why we want to put the English into the Japanese. Well, mostly because not only is there English here, there's also the information for the photograph, how to post that, and for the block quote itself. Now once the Japanese is done, if you just have to basically paste the Japanese in replacement of the English, if you're the Japanese person in charge of the translation, you don't have to worry about putting in the photograph as well and putting in the block quote. You just have to cut and paste. I think that makes it easier for the Japanese people later on. So that's what we're going to do here. The easiest way to do that is to leave the visual editor and go to the HTML editor. Click HTML, and you see all of this extra HTML stuff, which you don't have to understand. Don't be intimidated by it, okay? All you have to do, okay, basically is just click anywhere in this post in the English area, okay? Copy it all, okay? Just select it all, and then I copied. Now go to Japanese, paste it in there, and you're done. Okay. The whole theory behind this is now when the Japanese is ready, they would just have to take this English out, put in the Japanese, and it gets done. Now in this case there's a link here, and that's a little bit extra work, but again, you know, if you get stuck with any of this stuff, you can always just call Jose, and he'll try to help you as soon as he can. Basically, you just took the English data, put it into the Japanese, and now we have something at least in the Japanese. Okay, now everything else is done. We have the English title, the Japanese title, the featured image. We have the featured settings. Okay. We have the excerpt ready. We have the two categories here, events and our members. So we push update. Okay. And once that update spinner is done, see that there? Okay. You're going to get this new yellow bar at the top that says the post has been updated and you can view the post. And that's an easy way to just go quickly double check what it looks like. Click that. There you see it. Okay. There's that lovely picture of Binzi. There's the caption there. There's most of the text. Okay. And there's it's not about the bike. It's my journal back to life. Now, here's an interesting thing. I actually made a mistake, and this was unrehearsed, but I forgot to make this this block quote a little bit bigger. So, if I want to edit this, it's pretty much correct. It's just not in the right size. Okay. I click edit this page, and it'll send me back to that area we were just at. So it's the same edit area. Now the problem was that this block quote is actually a little bit too small. The visual area is where we should return in English. Okay. And this block quote area we choose, okay, and we choose the paragraph for heading 2. Okay. Nice and big, right? Now again, this all has to be pasted back into Japanese. Command all, copy, go back to Japanese, okay. Oops, sorry, let's go back to English, forgot. HTML, go to HTML, that's the best way to do it. Go to HTML, command all, command copy, okay. Go to Japanese, you're still in HTML. Then this is the existing text that was already in there, so this block quote area itself is using text that's too small, so we're going to take the text that we just copied, we're going to paste it. Now you see those H2 headers, that means that this text is going to appear a lot bigger. Don't forget to update one more time. You see the update spinner. Okay. Now once it's done, you're going to get that yellow banner. You can go view the post. And we'll see now, again, we have basically the same thing, but this time, see the block quote? Much bigger, right? Okay, much bigger. Actually, I made one more mistake. It's not bold, but I'm going to fix that. I'm not going to show you again. I'm not going to put you through that. I'm going to fix this, put this into bold, and that basically we're done. Also, one more thing we can check. Go to Japan for Livestrong on the main page. Click the logo. We're just going to check that the featured slider. Ah, there it is. There's the featured slider right there. Right? Pretty cool, huh? Okay, there you go. We're all done there. Thank you very much. We'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.